guys are wonderful, man. I like that. Just clap. It makes my heart all warm. I got a big heart, if y'all can't tell. For those of you in the back that can't see, you'll probably see me later on. All right. This next piece I'm going to do for you is called Silenced. And it helps if you have the right page up front first. A child of 10 just hit the double digits, not even a teen, but now faced with the possibility of a lost virginity by daddy. Sadly, she cries out to a house it does not hear. Her screams being muffled in her daddy's chest hair. It's not fair as daddy now comes nightly to visit. It makes her sick inside to hide the abomination within. Out of fear, and yet she still finds out. Takes her to a friend, and I'm going to start all over because I just totally left out a whole sentence. We're just going to keep this going. A child of 10 just hit the double digits. Not even a teen, but now faced with the possibility of a lost virginity by daddy. Sadly, she cries out to a house that does not hear. Her screams being muffled in her daddy's chest hair. It's not fair as daddy now comes nightly to visit. It makes her sick inside to hide the abomination within her out of fear, and yet he still finds out. Takes her to a friend who won't tell and mends the situation by removing the evidence, and even that night, daddy touches her again. She thinks to herself, I am finished with this, and after he leaves, so does she, out the window and down the street, only to meet with the authority, and tells them everything. On her side at court, there's an underpaid prosecutor and an overworked CPS agent. Daddy has a lawyer who is well paid. He makes her into a whore. Daddy is a well-liked citizen with money to bend the law. She gets sent home to be touched again and silenced. 18 and overseas in a country where he was the enemy, stuck in a unit with no morality but refusing to bend to the will of authority, he cried out against the tyranny and found himself imprisoned, faced with a charge of treason, the reason refusing to follow orders far surpassing the borders of conduct unbecoming. Summoning all his courage to stand for what he believes in and speaks out, only to be silenced. 16 and she raped by 3 men she could not fend off. Her sex life a block to her story, no proof to force entry. Whore! Silenced. He didn't have any money. His kids were hungry. Employers refused him. Food stamps refused him. Welfare refused him. Credit cards consumed him. Debt consumed him. Stuck begging for a handout. Anything will help, but no one hears. Silenced. High school boy, life ruined by accusation alone. Confused for what was lovemaking yesterday, after an argument and a breakup becomes rape today, and now faced with probable jail time, he cries out, how fine a line must a man walk so that a conversation is not sexual harassment? But now embarrassment to his society by only one story, silenced. Artists with their songs and poems bringing wisdom to the ignorant, lamenting personal tragedy on the stage to help others see another path, but they are shot down by the wrath of entertainment. Silence. It seems like every aspect of life that society deems as a negative finds itself in quiet time. Constantly reflecting, but neglecting the status of action. So many voices crying out at one time, creating a conundrum. If only the sum of them could cry out at one time, making their issue known, but we cry out over each other and over each other and over each other, each drowning the other, and so on infinitively, leaving a loud, annoying drone, and so silenced.